Welcome, everybody, to Trash Sports Takes. I'm your host, Ryan Seabreast.
And I am Brent N. Liberty. And we're more than happy to have you here for our first official episode of Trash Sports Takes.
Fuck yeah,
yes. Man. Yes. Once again, I can't believe it from us, the kinds of people who just kind of toss ideas around and don't follow through on them. Here we are following through on an idea.
We're the worst at that.
Yes.
Like, we've been talking about ideas since what? Like, what year was that?
That was like 2008.
Yeah, we lived together for like a little bit.
Yeah. We were going to make Shark Ninja Productions, and some asshole stole that right out from under us.
Son of a bitch.
I know, right?
But you know what? It's not a production thing. We could probably still take it.
But we have our own production thing now.
That's true. Fuck 'em.
Yeah. You know, I could have cinched that up beforehand, but Ryan over here likes to travel the world for a decade.
I do. I've been away for about 10 years now.
Yeah. Welcome back to Erie.
Thanks.
It's cold today, but who knows tomorrow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, with Trash Sports Takes here, as you might have heard before, what we're really trying to do is take down the trash sports takes is honestly what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. And we really kind of wanted to start this show by going over the main culprits of such things. I mean, you turn on Twitter, you're going to find trash sports takes everywhere.
You know, some guy with like 3 followers, like you're going to find that shit. But you got guys like, I don't know, Stephen A. Smith.
Yes.
And
Mark
Madden.
Fucking
Mark Madden. Tony fucking Grossi.
It just seems like every market has that just blowhard that just shouts nonsense.
I mean, everybody in Cleveland Browns media is that guy.
Everyone. Hey, they're I kind of feel the same way about Pittsburgh sports media. That's sort of the fun about this is I'm a Pittsburgh sports fan. Ryan is a Cleveland sports fan.
That's right.
So I've had a lot more success in life, but we still have plenty to talk about.
Yeah. Exactly.
And it is. It's like you see that on the national level. You know, you turn on ESPN first thing in the morning. We'll say the ESPN2 because ESPN is usually just Sports Center or whatever.
ESPN, the Ocho.
Yeah. But it's like they really, really reach for the people who just have incendiary things to say with no thought behind it.
They do it on purpose.
They do. And these people gather followings.
Yeah.
But as we've seen with blowhards that gather followings, a lot of times the people don't really like them that much.
No.
Yeah, they get these, this huge throng of fans that follow their every word and defend them everything they do and take their word as gospel.
Skip Bayless.
Yeah, but the vast majority of people are looking at them just like, who the hell is this guy? Why is he saying this dumb stuff?
Yeah.
But it's also on the backside. That's why you watch, so you can be, the guy just say, no, you're completely full of crap.
You watch because you want to see how wrong they are, and then you want to say something to them about it.
I'm not a fan of that kind of media.
Yeah.
It's not fair. There's still smart people out here. You can still have fun doing it. Yeah. We're dumb, but we're gonna have fun.
Hell yeah.
Yes. Oh, man.
They're 2 of the dumbest people I know.
And I know like 4 people.
I know a lot of people.
Oh, man. So we started this as a blog a few weeks back. It's been updated kind of irregularly. This is sort of like going to be the hub of everything here. So everything will branch out from this. We're doing this every week. What do you think? Released Sunday? It's usually the day such things are released. Okay. So, it'll be released every Sunday. And you'll be able to download that, listen to that, and listen to other podcasts that we might be involved in. I don't know. But
Who knows? Who knows what next week holds?
Oh, man. Well, life is a journey. One of the things that sort of started this was Ryan's recent... Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. Was Ryan's recent interactions with former disgraced Browns head coach, Hue Jackson.
Hue Jackson, where the fuck are you, man? What happened?
Yeah. Please tell everybody the story.
All right. So Hue Jackson, I don't know, if you follow the Browns, you've seen Hue Jackson on Twitter. He came out a couple weeks ago and just went on a rampage about John Dorsey and, the whole Cleveland organization and how it's everybody else's fault but his.
It was clearly his fault, though.
I mean, a lot of it was. You can't blame it all on him, but like
a lot of it too.
I mean, dude, you're the leader of this team.
I think that was his big problem, though. I mean, we all watched that because it was a really good one. That what's that show on HBO?
Oh, fuck.
Hard Knocks.
Oh, Hard Knocks, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the better seasons in recent memory. But there was a lot of strong personalities.
Too many.
And he was like the weakest of the personalities.
He like the thing is he seems like a nice guy.
He does. And that's a big reason I'd like to sit and talk to him is because he does seem like a decent dude. I think that he might be the kind of guy that might do well in media.
Yeah. He could.
He could.
If he stops blaming everybody for everything.
Yeah, that's I hate that shit. That just irritates me.
He throws everybody under the bus.
Yeah.
And doesn't take any responsibility. And we're calling you out, Hugh, because you said you were going to come on our podcast and then you disappeared. So
I get it. We're not that important, but
no, we're not. Yeah. But when you make a commitment, you got to stick with it.
Well, you know the commitments he makes. You know,
well, that's probably why I got.
I'm
going
to go jump in the lake.
Yeah.
And then he does like on a warm summer day when there's children like doing chicken fights and shit. Whoa, way to go, Hugh.
And his ass crack was hanging out.
You disaster.
You can't even jump in the lake right.
But he actually just got a new coaching job. Did you hear about that?
I did not.
Yes. Eddie George is now the head coach at Tennessee State. It's a university. It's down in Nashville. It's an HBCU.
Yep.
And there are a lot of these HBCUs now. You might have seen like what is it? Is it what's the one that hired Deion Sanders? Was that?
God, I can't remember.
Was that Jackson State or Southern or one of those down there?
Like that, yeah.
But you know, a lot of them are making the higher profile hires, and to be his top lieutenant, the offensive coordinator, Eddie George is bringing on Hue Jackson to run that offense.
But you know, I do think that's smart because Hue Jackson is a good coordinator.
He is a good coordinator.
He's not a good leader. He's a good coordinator.
And there's a lot of people like that.
Yeah.
You know, one that comes to mind as a Steelers fan is Dick LeBeau.
Yep.
Dick LeBeau was a fantastic defensive coordinator.
Yep.
But when he was a head coach, he just didn't have that in him. And from what I've seen, a lot of it is he almost viewed, he probably would have been great on the collegiate level for this, but he viewed his players almost like his kids. Like the defense from like back when the Steelers were winning Super Bowls, they take a bullet for that, man, because he means a lot to them. But sometimes you need somebody to get on your ass too. It's a little bit of both. And I don't know if that was his strongest suit. Of course, I'm not in that room. I can't tell. But, you know, perhaps that's good for him. But I think the reason we're taking Hue Jackson to task is the finger pointing.
Yeah.
The not taking it well when you go 1-31 over a 2-year span for a team and the fans are upset about that.
3-36-1 total, I think.
Yeah. Why wouldn't the fans be upset about that?
Yeah. I mean, I was living in Singapore, I think, when we went 0-16. So I was waking up at like 2 in the morning to watch the games. And I fucking hated my life because I was staying up all night. I never miss a game. So I'm staying up all night watching the Browns fucking suck. And then I go to bed angry at like 5 in the morning.
And you know, one of the things that I'm sure you remember about those Hue Jackson teams that I don't know if everybody does, that 0-16 team was far from like the worst team I've ever seen. They were in games.
Yeah.
It was like they'd completely crumble when they'd get to the red zone.
Yeah.
And I mean, Deshaun Kaiser, I feel he got scapegoated for a lot of that. It ruined his career. They threw him in way too soon. It would have been much smarter to throw the John Kitna of the day out there, just go 5-11 and let Deshaun Kaiser develop. But then you guys wouldn't have, you know, Baker Mayfield now. So, I mean, good came out of it, but that's unfortunate for Deshaun Kaiser, who's now like 26 years old. And we're just like, oh, you old washed up piece of shit. That's not fair.
He's in Green Bay, right? Yeah. Or did he get cut?
I'm going to look this up. I'm going to look this up.
I feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, but some of that has to be, okay, you're a veteran offensive coordinator. This is your bread and butter. Yeah. You insisted on putting a 20-year-old kid out there to run the show who admittedly was not great at some of the decision-making. He was known to be a little immature. And you throw that was a bad move to throw him right out there. That was definitely a guy who needed to sit behind somebody. And there wasn't much talent on that team on the offensive side of the ball at the time.
Our other problem was we had it was Cody Kessler and who else was
that Hogan guy?
Oh, fucking Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, couldn't you just put because I mean RG3 was a part of that for
RG3 that was Was that the 0-16 year?
Yeah, well, actually, it looks like Deshaun Kaiser, he's still kicking around. He is with the Tennessee Titans. He's going to be battling to make that team. His career passer rating is a 58.9, 11 to 24 TD to interception ratio. But we know a lot of that comes with the fact that he was thrown to the Wolves too early. He's 25 years old right now.
Yeah, man.
Like, some of it's on him because you shouldn't have declared. You did look good at Notre Dame. You shouldn't have declared. But
yeah, he should have waited a year.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they did. That was the year that, and this makes it even dumber because it probably would have been the guy to do. You remember that they sort of bought a second-round draft pick to get Brock Osweiler off the Texans.
Yeah.
I understand what the motivation for that move was, but then they cut him. And
immediately.
And they leave it to 3 rookies. Mm-hmm. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, I mean, Brock could have been that guy that came in, wins 5 games for you.
Yeah, it's like I'm a Pirates fan right now.
Yeah.
And like half of our pitching staff, half the guys on the team are the guys that are like, hey, go out there and hit 250 and hold down the fort because there are a shitload of prospects behind you that aren't ready yet.
That are going to play for the Yankees in a couple of years.
Not in a couple of years, at least 6, okay? But he could have been that guy. I mean, just go out there, get lit up. Who cares? Like, you weren't going to be good anyway. But instead, you ruin a guy's career and waste a second-round draft pick. And a lot of that comes down to Hue.
It does.
Hue, I mean, there's nobody Hue can point to with that.
I mean, like, even the next year when they drafted Baker Mayfield on Hard Knocks, right? He tells Baker Mayfield that he won the second-string job. Why would you fucking do that? Like, why?
Let's get off on a right foot with our franchise quarterback.
Yeah,
but I mean, at least that was smart and it worked out. I do think that having those few weeks of Baker Mayfield kind of learning what was going on and stuff, I think that helped him.
I agree.
Like, they needed a tie rod for Deshaun Kaiser, and that's the thing. You want to blame Dorsey? Dorsey wasn't even there for the Deshaun Kaiser shit. Yeah, before that it was Ray Farmer. I forgot that year of Michael Lombardi.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ray Farmer is the one that got fined and suspended for texting the coach on the field during a game. That was so Cleveland. Like,
they were a disaster.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I mean, so he can't even blame them for that. That wasn't,
Yeah, no, but Hugh, you got to take responsibility, man. You were the head coach of that team. You were the leader of that team. And I know you didn't have as much
say probably over personnel and stuff.
Yeah, you didn't have as much say as we all think you did.
I'm sure he had some say over personnel. Yeah. I'm sure he could have pounded the table and just been like, hey, man, Brock Osweiler is kind of trash, but we need something.
It's better than what we have.
Yeah, it's better than getting this 20-year-old kid killed.
Yeah.
All we ask is your trash sports take is the fact that you blame everybody else for your problems. Hugh, you seem like a nice guy. We'd like to have you on the show, and we wish you luck at Tennessee State.
Yeah.
But blaming other people for your failures is a trash sports take.
That is trash.
Oh, man. That felt good. We got our first one out of the way.
Oh, man.
I guess we're staying in Cleveland for this one.
Are we? Okay.
Yes.
What do we got?
Oh, man. This guy entertains me. I'll be honest with you. You're not a fan.
Who is it?
One Jonathan Football.
Oh, Jonathan Football.
Jonathan Football.
Billy Manziel.
Yes. See, that's funny. like he was just always that, entitled child.
Yeah.
Like the trust fund baby that happened to be good. He's an Instagram influencer that happened to win a Heisman Trophy.
Yeah. And then did a bunch of blow and then...
A bunch of blow. And now trolls Browns fans for his failures.
Yeah.
Like, you guys really suck for saying that I shouldn't be doing coke all the time. Remember that time when I threw like 4 interceptions and kept losing to the Steelers, then put on a disguise and went to Vegas when I was suspended, and you guys called me out on that?
He was injured.
Assholes.
He was supposedly injured at that time.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Fuck you, Johnny Manziel.
Well, that's the problem. And I understand why you would hate a guy like that. Like, there is. It's you hear these things about, oh, I've grown, I've become a different person. No, you still seem like the same, like, child that you always were. I mean, we're not even going into the fact that he's had trouble with the law since he retired, since he said, oh, I'm all good. Yeah. Well, then why does your girlfriend have a black eye, you piece of shit?
Right. So Johnny Manziel's pinned tweet is, let all that hate out of your heart. Life's way more pure when you show love.
Oh, so deep.
So deep,
so
Johnny.
So deep. You're a dipshit.
As deep as that fist in your asshole.
God. Yeah, I mean, that would irritate me too.
He's so much potential, man.
He did. And you know what? There were even times when he was on that team where he'd do something and just be like, hey, you know what? If he's not constantly high, you might have something with him.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's the thing with him. And there's times where you think it's going to happen, but he's just a guy who has to show some contrition.
You know, I'm going to play a little snippet of an interview that he did.
I would love that.
On Ball Don't Lie.
All right, let's hear it.
We threw Ragers every Tuesday and Thursday. There's a hilarious story. Cliff Kingsbury told this not too long ago. I saw it out in public. It was Halloween, and I went out. One of my boys had a Scooby-Doo costume, and I wore this thing out full-blown to the bars. All night. Took pictures with girls. There's a picture of me on top of the booth with this girl like dancing against me. And
Northgate?
Of course, Northgate to the max.
Northgate legend.
Shout out to Hookah Station, Northgate legend.
You're a Northgate legend,
and I may or may not have pulled the old, my alarm clock didn't work the next day. Cliff Kingsbury, being the OG that he is, already knows what it is. He's too hip to the game to not know that I'm fucking big dogging it, sending it around town the night before. And he had a guy who was our offensive assistant at the time, Riley Dodge. Shout out him. God, without him, I never would have made it. Would come to my house and literally scoop me out of bed and throw me over his shoulder and throw me in the front of his truck and drive me to the facility. Run out to walk through like nothing happened. These walkthroughs I would go full blast on. Literally every handoff sprinting it out 50 yards. Real psycho type of thing to try and work out the night before. And I remember this one day I'm sitting out and I'm running out outside the indoor and puking my ass off and coming back right before the first snap of offensive 4 plays. It's crazy that I thought this mindset that I played better the harder I partied. You get a sense of invincibility at this point in time where everybody's feeding your ego so much that you feel like you can't fall, like honestly, you can't lose. It feels like you're so Iron Man-ish that
you're not Iron Man.
Well, it's one of those things. I listen to that, and what you hope is, I mean, have you seen anything with Ryan Leaf in the last few years?
He's been arrested a few times, right?
Well, he was. He got into some shit. He spent some time in prison.
Yeah.
Kind of got sober. Seems to be doing well now. Yeah. And really approaches his previous missteps as learning experience. He's kind of affable. Mm-hmm. He's understands that he messed up.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's
another guy that had all the potential in the world.
Yeah, and he's trying to make things right. And I want to see that from Johnny Manziel. And I mean, perhaps there's some of that in there, but it really rings hollow when you go and pop off and act like a piece of shit all the time.
And then you go on interviews and start talking about that. How did the Browns not know about that kind of shit?
I think the Browns were poorly run and didn't care.
That's true.
Everybody knew about that.
Yeah. And now he just sits around at his house smoking weed and doing crack and
talking shit.
Telling people about how much money he has and all this shit.
Yeah. His parents were quite wealthy. Like, he was going to have that money anyway. So, an entitled crybaby, once again, blaming everybody else for his problems.
Yep.
You know what that sounds like to me?
What?
A trash sports take.
Trash.
But now, we're heading down to the Three Rivers.
Oh, shit. Where are we going now? What are we doing?
Man, we are going to the patron saint of trash sports takes.
Okay.
In Western Pennsylvania, the Mark Madden. Oh, man. I don't know how familiar any of you are with this guy, but, I mean, he's that blowhard that we talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Just everyday other nonsense. I just turned it on today, and, there was a football team that literally just won their state championship last year, firing their head coach. People are upset about it. I understand.
Yeah.
I think any rational person would be like, well, we don't really know what's going on here. I'm going to reserve judgment. If they just did this because they're like, oh, well, we don't like him, he's a dick, then, I don't really agree with that. Or, was he raping a student? I'm not throwing anything out there. I'm just saying we don't know. We have no idea what's going on, so I'm not judging one way or the other. So what does this fat asshole start doing? He immediately starts blaming the kids.
Oh, God.
Because he's a gaslighting piece of shit.
Yeah,
he's like, kids in the old days would have stood up for their coach. How do we know that they're not?
Yeah.
We don't know anything about this. You don't know shit about it. You just find a reason to think that you're dunking on the people that you don't like, which if you're Mark Madden, it's younger people, people of color, people that don't think the way he does. What he does like is going to Hooters and staring at the girls and posting pictures of it and being a leering pervert.
Jesus.
Like, this guy sucks. And it's just, it's that shit every day. And it's all with the dog whistles and stuff. You should hear, like, the stuff this guy says about Juju.
What's he say? Like, give me an example.
Oh, everything he does. Oh, it's just like, if something goes wrong, he will harp on it for a month.
No.
Yeah.
I think I saw something about him about a month ago, like right after Juju signed, and he said that was the biggest mistake the Steelers could make.
Yes, those year.
Am I wrong about that? Was that him?
No, you're not wrong about that, because that's always the shit that he does. Because, and I understand. I get the complicated relationship with Pittsburgh sports media and Juju Smith-Schuster. I understand it. First of all, they just, Steelers just had probably, and you can't even say that there anymore, but it's true, the best receiver in the history of that franchise turn into a goddamn maniac, commit crimes every day, force his way out of town while dressed up as a SoundCloud rapper, got traded, got released, and then got traded again, and then got released because of, sexual things.
Yeah.
He's bounced around. He's like, he went crazy. And so you have this other young guy, and you know what he does? Like, he plays Fortnite, has a, popular TikTok and everything like that. A lot of the old sports media people aren't going to like that because they don't understand it. At the same time, you see a guy who's out there, having fun, doing dances and shit like that. And you think, hey, the last guy we had that was out there having fun, doing dances, it ended with him throwing furniture out of a 13th story window and almost hitting a child. Jeez. So I understand the concern.
I get it too.
Yeah.
But they're not the same guy. You know what I mean? Like, as a Browns fan, I hate Juju. I have to. He's a kid. But that's the thing. He's a kid.
Yeah. You won't see somebody like Mark Madden talking about just the endless amount of time this guy works, or the endless amount of time that he spends like doing charity work for, for children, for people in the community. I mean, he cares. He's an asset to the community. And I understand it's complicated. And I further understand that when he's doing a shit of dancing on the logo and everything, and then the Steelers get their doors blown off, not his fault in the playoffs, that people give him shit. You know what? You reap what you sow a little bit there. I understand that. I understand that. But when
he got blown up in that one game, he got fucking destroyed after he was dancing on their logo or something. Cincinnati, I think.
Yeah, it's frustrating. And I think he's a good player. Yeah. I think his heart's in the right place. I just, he can be a little goofy sometime. And I do think that he spends a lot of time on the cross for sins he didn't commit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
you can blame Madden for that.
Well, yeah, he's definitely the one. Every time this guy does something good, he treats it like an aberration.
Yeah.
If he fumbles or drops a catch, it's 4 columns about it. Like, and the problem with people like Madden are that they have these acolytes that just carry water for them everywhere.
Yeah.
And you know who it is? You can imagine who it is. These are the same people that go on like Facebook under local news and start dog whistling and all this racist shit, just the dumbest people on earth. They're the ones that turn on the Mark Madden show.
Yep. What is that?
That's a trash sports take.
That's right. Trash.
Yeah, and I understand that you have some like that in Cleveland, right?
Oh, God, all of them. But the worst one is Tony fucking Grossi.
Tell me about Tony Grossi.
You don't know Tony, do you?
I know a little bit about Tony.
Tony's the one that called Baker Mayfield a fucking midget on the air, but he never got fired.
Well, when you have somebody with the cachet of Tony Grossi, you got to keep them around.
His fucking profile picture is a dog.
So he's an old racist woman on Facebook.
Oh yeah, he is. Exactly. So what day was this? That was on the 7th. He said, could Baker Mayfield have survived the Jets' dysfunction if the Browns had drafted Sam Darnold first in 2018?
Wow, really?
What the fuck?
That's a take.
That is a trash sports take.
It's a fucking trash sports take. Like, what did we start this show talking about? Hue Jackson.
Yeah.
And that just unbelievable stretch of futility
Yeah.
that honestly has lasted since you were in high school.
Dude, like, man, I was watching the Browns since before they moved.
I mean,
dysfunction.
with all the stuff that we discussed, was there a more toxic environment for a rookie quarterback to go into at that time than Cleveland?
Hue fucking Jackson.
To deal with Hue Jackson and his band of crazies there.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand. Like, honestly, you guys, it looks like you're building something. You're moving in the right direction, the Browns, but like, it's been going on for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You know, and we don't know if it fizzles, if you're like the Saxonville Jaguars a few years ago, where it looked like they were going to be something, and now they're just complete garbage. And it could go that way. We don't know.
Yep.
But I think Baker Mayfield deserves some credit for that.
Absolutely.
Like, he went into a situation where nobody has succeeded since we were children.
He fucking turned that franchise around, man.
Yeah, like nobody. Like, who's the best quarterback they've had since Bernie? What, like Kelly Holcomb?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim Couch, who I just think he was thrown into a wrong
Oh,
situation.
yeah. Tim Couch is great, but
Yeah.
he just was in a horrible fucking
Vinny
situation.
Testaverde, maybe.
Vinny was all right. He was all right. I mean,
But how many of we've all seen that jersey that used to hang up with all of
God.
those names on it.
I never want to see that fucking jersey.
And you're
again.
not going to, because you got a franchise quarterback.
Exactly.
And it's not that he lucked out and he came to this powerhouse franchise that all he has to do is step in and hand the ball off. That's not what's happening.
Yeah.
He's a big part of the reason that they're great. Now, do I watch him and think, man, he could have done that better? Oh, he made some crazy decisions. He likes to run around and heave it up sometimes. Yeah, he has his warts.
Yeah. Everybody does, though.
But
How many times have you seen Ben overthrow somebody in the end zone?
oh, plenty. Especially now as he's gotten older.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, but the thing is, like, to compare him to Darnold and act like he won the lottery by going to a place where quarterbacks went to die for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's I'm sorry, it's a trash sports take. It is.
Trash.
Like, oh my God.
It's so bad. And and you have to pay like $8 to read the article. I'm not going to who's going to pay for that?
Oh man, that's a new like a lot of people are doing that. I mean, we shouldn't, and we'll start this off by saying, yes, if you do want to donate to our Patreon, you can always hit us up at patreon.com/Idiotville podcast.
Yeah.
It does serve the whole Idiotville podcast umbrella.
Yeah. But we're not going to force you to pay $8
To even hear what we have to say.
or to read what we have to say. Like it's, oh God.
I don't have enough money to subscribe to everybody's shit.
Yeah, especially that dumbass.
Yeah, you got to provide something for me if you're going to do that. $8? No.
Yeah,
I can get Cinemax for less than that,
it might
piece
be,
of shit.
It might actually be more than $8. I don't know. I just refuse to even check.
$8 seems like a lot for that.
It does.
I mean, what is he given? Does he come over to your house and hang out and say embarrassing things? Is that what you get out of it? But a lot of reason, I think we're introducing a lot of these specific personalities because we want to show you what this show's about.
Yeah, and these are guys you're going to hear about a lot. You're going to hear these names a lot on this podcast.
Yeah, because really from here, it's going to work where we kind of like pick the specific things and go to town on it. Yeah. That's what this show is about.
We're going to pick the trash takes of the week, and we're just going to lay them out there for you.
Exactly. And a lot of them come from our next topic here.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
You know what I wish to be?
Huh.
I wish to be slightly above mediocre and then just kind of cross the country, providing pretty okay service at my job.
Sure.
And trying to parlay that into being the baseball Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to wear a man thong, though. God. You have to do that.
Yeah, you have to do that.
You have to wear a thong, women's underwear, to be a misogynistic piece of shit.
I don't know if that's true, but he definitely, yeah. But our man, former first baseman, third baseman, World Series champion, outfield, Aubrey Huff definitely hits that check mark. Now, I just don't understand that.
If you nickname yourself with the word daddy in it, you're a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like if he wasn't a baseball star, he would be that guy who
He's not even a star, though. He was.
We're using star as a very, very loose word.
Very old.
You know
so
what?
loose.
I will say something nice about Aubrey Huff.
What will you say?
In fantasy baseball, he always had first base and third base eligibility.
See, there you go.
Yes, so I could start him at different players. So thank you for that, Aubrey Huff. That's the greatest contribution to mankind you've ever had.
That's
we
it.
thank you.
That's all you
It's
have.
really appreciated. But I just hate people who feel themselves that much.
Dude.
Like,
This guy, I mean, he calls himself an alpha male. Like, if you have to call yourself an alpha male, like, who? First of all, who fucking says that anymore? Second of all, if
incels?
you have to, yeah. But second of all, if you have to call yourself an alpha male, you're far from it. You're far from it. You're just a fucking hick, and you suck at life.
And I mean,
And you're giving people herpes.
Probably. It may seem like kind of an easy target. I don't think, outside of like the biggest scumbags on Twitter, most people don't like Aubrey Huff. But
Yeah.
that's the problem is he kind of, he grows his brand that way. I just, maybe that's the theme of episode 1 here is if you grow your brand by being an asshole, fuck you and fuck your brand.
Yeah. Aubrey put something on Twitter last night about his new cameo.
Oh, I'll be signing up for that.
Now, Aubrey Huff likes to, tell people how much money he's made and all this stuff.
Another sign of a very bright individual.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. Anybody who's listening here, if you get into a war of wits with Aubrey Huff, you're winning.
Yeah.
He's not a bright guy.
Going to lose. Aubrey Huff will, if you tell him he sucked, which he did.
And does. He continues
to suck.
Yeah, he's somewhere right now sucking.
He's sucking all the dick. But he will tell you that, I have $7 million. Who gives a fuck? You're an asshole and you were very mediocre on the field.
I guess that's because, if he were to ever hear this, and that would be his, where's your $7 million?
Yeah, where's your $7 million? You're a beta male.
Yeah. I got to admit, you were better at hitting a baseball than I ever was in my life.
I don't know about that.
I mean, he got paid $7 million to do so.
Yeah.
Clearly, he's probably better at that. But that doesn't, it's another pet peeve of mine, because that doesn't make you great for everything forever.
No.
Just
go away. You retired. Go.
Well, it's almost like a society thing at that, where I do believe that as a society, we almost do measure greatness by income.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
And it's, yeah. Well,
but if you still have $7 million in your bank account, what do you need a cameo for? Hue Jackson is another one that was on Cameo. He did a rap on Cameo.
Oh, man.
Oh, I got to find that shit.
That is great.
Yeah. If we get Hue on here,
we're going to have him freestyle. It's going to be like 106 in Park.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, I got to find that.
We'll put one of your beats underneath it.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
That'd
be dope.
Oh, that would be dope. Hugh, please come on the show.
Hugh, we got to do this, man. Aubrey Huff comes on there last night, with his backwards hat and his douchey fucking face. And he's like, you want me to roast a liberal friend of yours? Hit me up. You pay me $100 and I'll tell your friend he's an idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
if you give me money, I'll call him a cuck.
Yeah.
Where we go one, we go all.
Because cuck is the only thing I know how to say.
See, I'm a Chad. I'm an alpha. That's what we got to start talking about him in incel talk.
Yeah. Another one with some really poor takes that we will probably talk about at some point is Cleveland's own Sir Yacht. Seems like a nice guy. Pretty trashy takes sometimes. But he did pay Hue Jackson $65 to rap the lyrics of WAP for Browns fans. So I'm going to play that for you right now.
Certified freak.
I got a serious rap
Oh, I'm
for
in
the
on this.
Browns fans. This is all about some wings and pizza. So stay with me here. Now from the top, we got to make it drop. That's some wings and pizza. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wings and pizza. I'm talking wop, wop, wop. That's some wings and pizza. Macaroni in a pot. That's some wings and pizza. Lyrics, song brought to you by Sir Master Hue Jackson Flash. Rapping to you live about some wings and pizza.
There's some
Enjoy your
hoes in
day.
this house. There's some hoes.
Get your pizza and drop it like it's hot. Let's go.
That was the whitest thing I've ever
That
heard.
was pretty amazing. I like it. It was almost like beat poetry.
Yeah. That's some wings and pizza.
Pizza. Fuck yeah. You know what? If he would have done that, he would have probably won a few more games.
Yeah. If he was on Def Poetry Jam back in the 90s, he would have won.
God, we missed out on that. That's such a shame.
That's some wings and pizza.
Oh, man, that might be the name of the episode.
Yeah, wings and pizza.
Well, there's plenty of people that we'll need to call out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, especially with a little hint towards, next week. Obviously, we have the NFL draft coming up.
Yes.
I am looking forward to that. I'm actually attending.
Oh, you're going?
I'm going, yeah.
How much did that cost you?
Not much. Actually, the tickets are free. It's kind of a first come, first serve thing.
Yeah.
And we just, as soon as it was announced like last year and people weren't really jumping all over it because we're all locked inside, we're like, hey, let's do it. There's no way this is happening a year from now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to try to kick a field goal from the 40?
I tried that once.
Yeah?
Yeah. I
How'd that
mean,
go?
I actually had, I lived near the football field as a kid. So I know how to kick a football. My brother played soccer. So I'm probably better at it than I look like I would be.
Okay.
So I was actually at Heinz Field and got to go on the field and try to kick a field goal, a nice 40-yarder. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I can do this. And I got it. I got it good.
Yeah?
But you know what it did?
Huh.
As hard as I could, and I hit it flush. It lollipopped up in the air, hit off the crossbar, and came back.
Ah.
And I'm like, I guess I can never talk shit on kickers again.
No, you
because they
can't.
could, well, a 40-yarder, they can make that. Like, the
Yeah.
fact that I even got it close was actually kind of impressive.
That is impressive.
Yeah, I can't be like, oh, he missed that, because I know, like, I can, I got it with everything I had, and I hit crossbar.
Dude, people shit on kickers all the time.
Well,
Try
if you
it.
talk shit on kickers, he's just going to get online and say, well, I made $7 million.
I'm Aubrey Huff. Oh, God damn it.
But, with that coming up, there's going to be so much to talk about. We have a whole summer of sports. We got some baseball, of course. The offseason, the NBA playoffs are coming up. The NHL playoffs are coming up. You need to watch some hockey.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not a big hockey guy, but I'll watch.
Yeah.
I'll watch.
That's it. It's fun. The playoffs, man. A casual can enjoy
Yeah.
NHL playoffs.
I mean, when I was living in Pittsburgh, I was working at Jerome Bettis Grill. Awesome place.
yeah.
Jerome is an awesome guy. I was there when the Penguins won the cup, and I don't remember what year, but that place was fucking insane. Pittsburgh was crazy. I was living in Southside where Aaron Donald just beat the shit out of some guy.
Yeah, I saw that. What the hell?
Dude tried to take his bottle at a club.
Why would you try to start a fight
No. Aaron Donald took the bottle from the guy.
Oh, so he pulled a Debo. This is my bottle.
Yeah. He pulled a Debo on the guy, and then the guy tried to square up with Aaron fucking Donald.
I don't know. I would have been like, security, please help me
Yeah.
from this very strong guy.
Did you see his fucking eye?
Yeah. Like, that's such a dick move by Aaron Donald. That is,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
Yes. But don't fuck with Aaron
Why
Donald.
would you square up with Aaron Donald?
Jesus, I would run.
I have watched him move mountains of men like he's a goddamn forklift.
Aubrey Huff would run from Aaron
No,
Donald.
because he made $7 million, see? Aubrey Huff doesn't run from anything. He runs into the action.
Oh, I wish he would.
If I was there on 9/11,
I fucking wish he would.
just run.
Like, I would love to see him square up with Aaron Donald.
Dude, he's probably one of those dudes that would lose a celebrity boxing match to fucking Jake Paul.
Yeah, fucking Jake Paul. Fuck Jake Paul, too. We'll be calling his ass out a few times, too. So many.
Yeah, I mean, there was a numerous. I mean, I don't know. Booze must have been flowing in the South Side, which anybody's ever
always
been to
is.
the South Side knows
Dude,
that that's the way it is.
I lived in the South Side. I was on like 23rd and Carson.
Oh shit!
Oh, motherfucker. I was drunk every night. I blew through all my money. Just alcohol here, alcohol there. 2 p.m., getting out of work at Starbucks. Alcohol.
Yeah, so I mean, like, if it did it to a seasoned pro like you, imagine what it did to Aaron Donald. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody takes down Aaron Donald.
No.
Carson Street took down Aaron Donald.
Exactly.
He could have had 7 of him fighting Aaron Donald. And you don't do that. I mean, good lord.
Yeah. I want to see that fight now.
I get it.
Aaron Donald.
You get bottle service.
Yeah. I mean, that shit's not cheap.
And then somebody snatched that out of your hand. I imagine being like, what the fuck? But you turn around and you see a fucking absolute beast. You're just
giant.
Like, yeah, I'm not saying don't do anything about it. I'm saying do something else about it.
Go to the manager.
Yeah.
Call the police if you want to.
Honestly, I would probably hit up the bouncer like, hey,
Yeah.
You know what? Sucks to suck. It sucks for you.
Do
You're
your
not
job.
You're not going to be happy about that, but that's why you're on the payroll. Go tell Aaron Donald that he's that he's giving me my shit back.
I'd leave. I'd just go home.
I feel like something needs to be done.
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
you know what I would do about it?
What would you do?
I would get online and throw a huge hissy fit about Aaron Donald stealing shit from me and hoping it went viral, and it wouldn't. That's what I would do.
It gets like 10 views.
Yeah. This is what Aaron Donald did to me. He's drinking my Grey Goose, you cock. What'd you say? Nothing, sir. How's the Grey Goose?
You like your vodka cranberry?
Oh, well, I mean, I know. I've actually been in the club with bottle service before.
A club.
A club. I was in the club with bottle service. It's happened.
Oh, dude, I lived it.
But you know those vodka crans start flowing when you got the bottle service and they just keep going around. Yeah. You know what? Top me off. Oh, I will take another one. You know the way it goes. It can spiral when you're in that world, man.
Like for the last 5 years, I've been performing in nightclubs and like 5-star hotels and shit like that. So, you're in these clubs in the Grand Hyatt and the Shangri-La Hotel. So these rich motherfuckers are coming in there. Bottle service all night. Hookers all around them. Ah, man. The alcohol that I consumed. I don't remember most of this.
There's some. Wow, who was that alpha male badass that just walked in? Like, that's Aubrey Huff. He has $7 million.
He has $7 million.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! I bet he's gonna get a bottle.
Man, does he have a goatee with a baseball hat on backwards? What a badass!
Oh my god, he looks so strong.
If Toby Keith was 50% sexier, he'd be Aubrey Huff.
50%. Oh, that's good.
Oh, he's got to put a boot in my ass, and I might like it. You know what's kind of amazing?
What?
After all that, there was just that much trash right off the top of the dome.
And like we weren't even like, running this by each other before. We were just like, this guy's an asshole, this guy's an asshole, this guy's an asshole, this guy's an asshole.
And we're like, agreed, let's go.
And again, if we call you out and you want to come back at us and call us out, let us know. We'll get you on the show.
I'll warn you, I'm an alpha, though.
Oh, okay. Oh, God.
No, but we take on all comers, and we do it with a smile, man. We're not right on everything.
No, we're
We're
not.
just calling out the people who are wrong on everything.
And we're also calling out our opinions a lot of the time, too.
Yeah.
So if our opinion sucks to you, then
know.
tell us. Tell us. And I will steal your bottle at the nightclub.
All right.
Dick.
I will have Ryan Seabrist is the exact, physically, the polar opposite of Aaron Donald.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm built like Muggsy Bogues.
I like that.
Yeah.
You were great in Space Jam.
Yeah, thank you.
I love the way in Space Jam they stole Sean Bradley's talent.
Like he was great.
Yeah. I just stole Sean Bradley's talent. Why am I just tall and have the same amount of basketball ability? Yeah, I mean, as far as we stand here, I think that's pretty much it we have for Trash Sports Takes today.
Yeah.
Be looking for plenty more, and join us next week right here on Trash Sports Takes, where we will take out the trash.
Boom.
Peace. Penis.